Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back, my beautiful survivors. It is your boy, the Big Waffle. So let's talk about the first two areas as soon as you leave the tutorial zone, the Hall of Heroes. Wanted to show this one in particular because I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to give spoilers, but I wanted to show you guys where to do the remembrance for here. If you're like, what's a remembrance? Talk to the old man up top. He'll tell you what the remembrances are. But I literally could not find this area for like 30 minutes, bro. It was rough. So that's why I showed you where it was. So you don't have to do all that stuff. You know what I mean? After you do the remembrances, you get to the village. You're just gonna, there's a lot to do. Like there is a ridiculous amount to do. You can bum rush through it if you want. That's not the way the waffle of the baked works. You know what I mean? I try to go around, test out the weapons that we find. You know, I'm switching up some weapons, trying out some different things. I suck at parrying, so I've been practicing all that stuff. All of these guys, if you haven't seen it now or up until now, I like to lure them towards me one at a time so I can just get, wow, of course, yeah, I'm not gonna just eat that. That's fine. That's fine, no big deal. All right. Yeah, there's a lot to do in this area. A lot of try long range. Oh, well. Oh yeah, long range, if you have like the shurikens, they're really good for these guys. These guys are annoying. I haven't found a time where I like block them where it doesn't do damage. See, he did damage, you know what I mean? It's probably because I'm not guarding at the correct time. You know, look out for your surroundings. My mama always taught me to look left and right before crossing the street. And when you get these I keep calling them graces just because that's what they are in Elden Ring and the Dark Souls and all that stuff. When you get to the grace, it is restoring. You're restoring the pixels with each new grace that you get. It's interesting because you're saving the world, so it's interesting graphics that you're messing around with. That's for sure. Most of these buildings, you're not going to be able to open up every single building, but there is quite a few buildings that you can open up, so I would just walk around. I still have not opened up that area yet, so who knows where that gate leads to. There's a few gates I haven't unlocked in this area yet. But see, these are rooms that you just want to check the doors. There's a good chunk of them you can't open, but there are some that you can. And in this area, I actually farmed these Mamma Jammas. There's a bunch of different ones of these throughout this village. I think there's like 3 in the village and like 3 or 4 out, 2 or 3 outside of the village, something like that. You can wait, be patient for them to come up, or you could like jump down there and attack them. You do what you gotta do, but those guys, they have a armor set called the Disgraced armor set. I believe I'll be showing it to you guys here in a little while. Try to pick up all the items I can come across. The green herb provides you with like a little bit of healing. You consume it and it provides you with slow regeneration of health. I'm not gonna complain, it's better than nothing, you know what I mean? Just messing around. And I mean, why not explore and do what you gotta do? I just walked on the beams just to make sure I wasn't missing anything, seeing anything just because of the angle or behind the beam. This armor set, you will see me use this for basically the rest of this area. I use this armor set. However, I don't equip the full thing just because it's so stinking heavy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think the helmet's kind of funky looking. And I'm pretty sure I took off the pants. Yeah, the hat's a little funny looking to me. It's a cool set of armor, but like, yeah, so slow. So I'm pretty sure with armor sets like these, I usually only do like the breastplate, hands, and then I usually take off the helmet and pants depending on the weight. If I, if the character, let me say that again, if the character can handle it or not. There we are, pantsless knight. Can't catch you with my pants down if I'm not wearing pants. That's how we do it. What are we gonna change to? What are we gonna use? There's a lot of really good weapons to use. I've just been trying to test out all the different ones, especially
What telling had spawned it? Whatever its origin, Nostalgaia did not
Oh, it's fat,
want
isn't
it.
he? Sorry. Try not to interrupt those cutscenes. So this whole area has, I think, 2 or 3 enemies right here in the open, and one of those like dog-like upside-down humans are right by that big statue in the center. But what you will notice as you're walking around, if you don't know already, each of the buildings has like 2 or 3 guys perched up top. So
Oh, how my beloveds used to slaughter so.
sorry, try not to interrupt.
Is there? Be you a hero? My beloved.
Guy's a creeper. He scares me.
No. I cannot let you in. I love you too much. My everything, my stars. We cannot risk it. No. Unless... Should you come upon something with which I could restrain myself in your presence, a manacle or a shackle of some fidelity, bring it to me so I shan't ravage you unduly. Then I would... Oh, no. Bring me then.
All right, so I didn't put it in this video. This video is already long enough, and it's technically in another area. But the next area on the other side of town that you get a grace, there will be a smith anvil, and right next to it will be a pair of handcuffs that you need to bring back to Kinky Man so that we can keep him in place and he doesn't hurt us, apparently, the guy that we were just talking to. And he's a store. Let's let this cutscene do their thing. Why are all these people, like, creepily just appear on you?
What did you find?
Just like, he just materializes from the shadows. It's terrifying.
Are you a hero? I'm an apprentice smith. Or, I was meant to be. I've sought some memory of Nostalgaia's crafting tradition, but all I've found is forgotten. With no masters to teach me, I'll never become a smith.
Alright, so there you have it, my friends. This is where Smith's Hammer, you do the remembrance here. Remembrances are very important. If you talk to the old man. Basically got flashbanged. Bang.
What did you do? I ain't worthy. I'll do my utmost to honor and carry forth our traditions. The hammer has bound itself to me, or bound me to it. My skills are meager. But should you find a workable anvil, you can use this relic to summon me. I'll improve your arms best I can.
And there you have it.
Hammer
And
is the greatest relic of Nostalgaia's craftsfolk, transcending all who swing it. It's the primordial repository of our art. Such legacy. Of course, it still clings to some memory. Throughout the cycles, each of Nostalgaia's masters wielded the hammer to enhance relics for our heroes. I've always longed to be a smith, to be a part of that. Miners in the cliffs above Oreshaft once excavated and raided great repositories of ore. Should you find an anvil there, with enough fidelity for my craft, use the smith's hammer to summon me. Limited as my skills may be, I'll serve you. Might even find a lingering master there who can learn me a thing or two.
A lot of
Ain't much
dialogue.
likely, but a little hope is something. Miners in the cliffs above all. Should you find an limited, might even find. Ain't much like. Miners should live. Ain't much like.
I always want to double check to make sure we do everything. And there you have it. Back to the fighting. Now, I spent a lot of time. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in this area, wanting to make sure that I was finding everything, explored all the crevices that I can go. There seems to be quite a few places in this area you cannot. Oh yeah, I forgot this big boy over there. You can fight him at any time. There's guys that drop down from here as well. You can fight them down there if you want, or you can smarter, not harder type of dealio. Go right into the middle, make them come to you one at a time, and handle them. Show them who's boss. The pixel boss, talking to you, my fellow watchers of the last you dust up that video pack. Now there's a guy, two guys up top that are throwing crap at you. Watch out for upside down human dogs. Die. They should throw some green stuff, which there's a couple of those guys on this map. I'd say there's like 6 or 7 guys in total that, and they're up the top above me, technically. They throw like a slow sludge. Like, it doesn't do damage, it just makes you slower than heck in a handbasket. There's 2 in there. You can go right where that other upside down human dog was and continue up those stairs to the slow guy, or you could do what I just did, come up here. He's not going to follow you. There is one guy up there that does. He does throw a sludge at you, and I always just try to knock him out right off rip. If you do it like that, you're not going to aggro these guys until you get close and have one dead already. And I spent a lot of area here testing, guarding, and parrying because I'm trash at this. I normally do, I almost did a source build, which is basically magic. And I didn't because that's my go-to. I normally do some form of magic build or hybrid fighting magic build. So I decided to work on my weaknesses. This dude's creepy as hell. I still don't know what's the deal with it.
Aren't these walls the
He's
most wally walls you've ever seen? I think I'll stay in this corner. It really is wonderful.
Maybe it has to do with the broken wall.
One day, I
Why would
might
you say
try
right
to do something. Talking is fun.
I don't know. I'm
Hello.
worried
I said
about
hello.
the something.
That was a golly. Aren't the? I think I'll stay in this corner.
Don't know. Hopefully you guys can figure out what's going on with Sir Creeposaurus Rex. I haven't gone back to him. That's fine. I'm not bothered. Yeah, you'll find a lot of areas that will intersect into where you were at in the map. You don't have to look at the notes. I do. Some notes are helpful, some are trolls. It's the name of the game. And I kept coming back to these guys so that I can farm. I was farming that armor set that they have. The disgraced armor set? Something like that. I tested all types of crap. You could fight them down here, you could fight them up there. And I'm like, why'd you just take that hit? Because I was practicing and I failed at the blocking and guarding. Okay, well, there's my honesty right there. I failed. I'm 10 billion times better at dodging. I don't understand why. But we're working on it, okay? It is old. It's an old man's. But we make this happen. come back through here, get you back to the open area. I was so confused on this area. I'm pretty sure I spent a couple hours just strolling through here to make sure whatever I could unlock, I could. Whatever I could get into, I could. Because there's still plenty of areas I can't get into yet here that I believe are end game related or much later into the game. Type of dealio. And you see, we're back in the plaza. Just do it to it. Doing it to it. Hiya. Those dogs are a thing. Or whatever you want to call these. Go ahead. The access that you got, it'll fill up to the amount that you have. I normally have anywhere between 17 and 20 access, so that like shurikens I can throw, 20 of those. And that's when you pick up access off the ground, it will fill up what you already have. I mean, if you're low, and the extra it'll put into storage. I try to use a couple since if you're actually fighting, you're not running through areas, you will get a good chunk of access, whatever you want to call it. You'll get a decent chunk of it. I think you remember an artifact here. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe a weapon or an armor spot. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's one of those though. Oh yes, I forgot. I don't know why I didn't put in the beginning of this, but when you go into this room initially, there is a bunch of boxes lined up right there, as you see, that are already busted, and they will surprise you and bust on the wooden boxes, and then they'll jump at you. Yeah, this was my PTSD. Did I open this one? Can't remember what was in this. A loaded die. It's a loaded die. When you go to your inventory, it'll give you like a brief description of the item, and then depending on what you're playing, I don't know what all platforms this is on, to be honest with you. I thought that this was a secret door. It's definitely not, but PTSD thanks to Elden Ring. I had to double check. But yes, what I was saying is that each item will give you a description. On Xbox, you press Y, and it'll change from what the item is to how to use it, and so on and so forth.
Oh, hi guys, it's Starkey. Oh, sorry, that's the video.
You're okay.
I'm still with the video.
You're all good. We're just walking through right now. That's all we're doing. We got some enemies up here.
Hi guys, Starkey.
One of these doors, I believe you'll be able to open, and the other one you won't be able to.
Take a nap.
Yeah, the glitchy ones, you'll come across glitchy doors. Oh, there we go. There's the one I can open. There's the one I couldn't open.
Oh, you're thinking. You wanted to be a video.
I don't know if glitchy doors are, but I don't know what to do with those, if you're able to open those at some point or not. I've come across a couple of chests that are the same way, that are glitchy. That say you can't open them yet, or there's some issues with them. I can't remember what a word for word says, but something like that. Not sure if you could open them up later, or if it's just gonna be like that the whole game. And it's just aesthetics of their game dying. Not sure. We'll figure it out.
On computer.
We'll make it.
On blue computer, go ahead. While blue taxi is see, and we can see.
This is why I don't like those stinking dogs.
Yeah, they split your snake bottom.
Returns.
And the two of them. In
Oh, sorry, they're not handcuffs. They're
A
called
hero
monocles.
provides.
yeah.
My
That
hero
look,
provides.
That grace I was telling you guys about right on the outside of town.
I know. And I want to stick my phone.
And yeah, there's the cutscene.
It's the cup.
And the other thing I would do is as you are going to go to the store, and with this area, it is very, very. It would be beneficial for you to just, while
my
you're level
hero.
farming, you also just farm the area enough to buy everything
Welcome.
in the store. He's got some very lucrative things that you
I
can
have
buy.
long longed for you, my radiance. We all did.
Of course, dialogue.
Once. I wish you could
that be what it be?
experience the parades and feasts we held in your honor. Banner maidens and clamoring children all thronging the streets to glimpse our salvation. Our markets overflowing with the bounty each hero's deeds had brought us. That was enough. But we have forgotten. I must never unbind myself in your presence, my everything. For should the great forgetting take me, I could not bear that these pixels I was should turn ravenous upon you.
I wonder if he ever loses
I would
his
make your journey
findings.
easier by my trade. Such is the artistry of your humble servant, and of the easy maker kin I still remember. But never must I make
normally
such an
just skip through
ease
all
of
the
it
stuff,
as to
but I wanna
devalue
show it to
your
you
cost.
guys.
Therefore, 'tis for memory I will trade, for meaning, my meaningful. When they began to kill us for maintaining the
course,
vigil
gotta
of our
double-check
love,
that.
our conviction only grew. From the depths of the sunken oasis, where all the unwanted congealed, we rallied. Though perilous, we gathered relics, symbols of hope for the good heroes we knew would spawn, or symbols of hope for us that good ones would. And here you are. Oh, some of our smuggling crates remain here in my shop. But alas, their keys are lost. When they began to kill us for maintaining the vigil of our from the though perilous symbols of hope, and here you, some of our but alas.
Then there you go. You exhaust his dialogue and buy everything. Buy it all. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I bought the entire store. I went out of my way to make sure that I did that. There's a lot of effects. There's good armor. There's all types of things in here to get. So I started with those couple of things, but by the time that I was done with this area and moving on outside of what we don't have access to in early game, I made sure I bought the whole star. Bought the whole store out. That's what I got. See, I can't even use any of these, but I have them for whenever I have them. See, it's a little womp womp. Got a lot of those. The only one I can use is a shrieking. I will have to play this game as a magician or as a wizard or whatever, so that I can try out all the spells. Just I got to know. And yes, there's a few weapons that you can do the remembrance by literally paying for them. If you have enough currency, you can do that. So far, I've only come across weapons. I wouldn't be surprised if later on in the game, armor was like that too. You know. Oh, by the way, let's show you guys my head helmet. I mean, it's very appropriate. So, yeah. Oh, so be afraid. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Peak male physique. Who cares about leg day? Now, we were missing one piece of equipment. Got put on the boxers. I also changed my weapon. Like I said, I've just been, as I come across things, I'm trying to test them out. Now, this is the area right outside of town that has a mid or end game aspect that we can't do right now, but this is the best area, in my opinion, one of the best areas in this so far to farm that disgraced armor set. I know I showed that one guy, but there's 3 down here, and 2 big boys and 3 of those disgraced ones that drop the disgraced. Hiya! Fear me in my underpants. I don't have any problem with these guys. I have more problem with the guys that drop the disgraced armor set than I do with these big boys. In my opinion, it's really easy to deal with that heavy attack. Yeah, boom, stuck on the ground, come here. Poke, poke. Exactly, done, son. It's these ones down here that piss me off. They give me problems. Dog's going nuts. But yeah, you've got the agile guy, you got the big boy, and you've got another agile guy, another big boy, the agile guy. See, yeah, I do more damage to the big dudes. I don't know why. It's just how they every time. Every time. Come here, big boy. Let's dance. Hiya! Time in this stuff. Come on. And I just farmed this whole area for the outfits, the armor sets, for some XP. You get some decent XP. It's not like you're high level over here. I believe those guys are like 600 each time. Actually, pretty nice, or something like that. I lied. I should go. Forgive me. And then the last homeboy is here. And I was impatient talking. But there's an area that goes down there into a mid or late game. Because it's got like a laser field you can't get into yet. Or I can't get into. Something like that. But yeah. Love you guys.